Hello, Guardians, and welcome to Legends of Destiny Tower Talk. My name is Chris, aka Big C, and of course today is the day after the huge reveal on June 9th, which was all about Rise of Iron, the brand new expansion coming to Destiny September 20th, 2016. So, in case you didn't watch the reveal stream, I want to give you a rundown of everything that's coming as well as share my thoughts on all the new stuff. So of course we got an awesome trailer that showed off a little bit more information about Lord Saladin and his role in this expansion. You got to see him without his mask, which was pretty cool. Showed off a couple of the new locations, showed off the new subsect of the Fallen, showed off part of the raid, some new weapons, some new armor, all kinds of good stuff. So this is going to be a very interesting expansion, and of course I cannot wait to play it. I'm rocking my Destiny Year 1 shirt to kind of get psyched for it. So let's do a rundown. So first of all, Rise of Iron, like I said before, comes out on September 20th. It is going to be $30, which is lower than Taken King was. So I'm a little worried about that aspect, only because I think that means we're going to get less content than Taken King. Now, that could be a good thing. It could mean that Destiny 2 is closer than we think. Or it could mean we're just not going to get as much stuff. We'll see. But they didn't really specify a whole lot beyond that. But we do know some bullet points of stuff that we're getting. So let's go over that. So first of all, there's a new story, new quests, new campaign, a new strike, and they several times said a new strike. But they also said they're going to give us some remix strikes. One that I have a very strong sneaking suspicion is coming back is going to be the Devil's Lair strike, which honestly I've been wanting since Year 1 went away. That was a classic strike. It's the first strike everybody ever did. So I think it'd be fun to see that strike come back as a Year 2 remix. So old strikes coming back, a new strike. We are getting a raid. They flat out said it and showed us some gameplay of it too. So that's pretty cool. We're getting a new patrol zone, the Plague Lands. It is on Earth. I think it is just part of the Cosmodrome. We're also getting to explore the Wall. So when you first enter the game, when you're resurrected by Ghost, that giant wall that you saw before you go into the Cosmodrome, not only are you going to get to go back there, but you're going to get to actually explore the wall, so that's pretty cool. There's a new social space where you get to explore the Hall of the Iron Lords. Don't know much about it other than it looks really cool based on the concept art that they showed in the stream, as well as them talking about it, but it sounds awesome. Of course, we're getting new Crucible maps, new Crucible mode. They did specifically say new Crucible mode, so Crucible players, you got something big coming. And of course, new armor, new gear. Probably the big thing that everyone's talking about. Now, all of this is good, but of course, you can't talk about this expansion without talking about the biggest thing they announced, which is Gallarhorde is coming back. The gun that kind of defined Year 1 of Destiny was notably absent from Year 2. Now, granted, I don't think it would have been that useful in Year 2 anyway, but it has returned with Rise of Iron, whether that's an extension of Year 2 or the beginning of Year 3. We'll find out more later, I guess. But it is coming back, and you do have to do a quest to obtain it. Now, if you pre-order Rise of Iron, you will receive the Iron Gallarhorn, which is basically a black version of the Gallarhorn. It looks really cool. So, if you pre-order, you can get the black version. If you don't, you can just get the regular version of Gallarhorn. But it will be back in a quest. So everybody can obtain the Gallarhorn. You don't have to wait for RNG to get it. So yeah, pretty cool. So that's in a nutshell everything that is happening. So based on all of that, and based on what they revealed in the trailer as well as the stream, here are my thoughts. I think it's a very interesting concept. Obviously, this raid is set on Earth. or the raid is set on Earth, but the whole expansion is set on Earth. Um, Cosmodrome. A lot of people were hoping for the European Dead Zone. I think that would have been great. I'm okay with it being the Cosmodrome. I think there's a lot more to see and do in the Cosmodrome that we just haven't seen yet. They didn't give us a lot of details on the Plaguelands, but it sounds like they're going to be doing something very similar to what they did with the Dreadnought, in terms of having a lot of nooks and crannies you need to explore. And they did say it is a separate location on the directory, so it's not just going to be, oh, you wander into the Cosmodrome and then you head to the Plaguelands. No, this is a completely separate area. The new Fallen sect, they're basically just like cyberpunk Fallen. They all have like super tech look to them, like they remove limbs and put in technological ones. They did show off concept art of this boss that has like a gun for an arm and like robo boot legs, and like it looks really interesting. And they did say several times that these are not going to be similar to the existing Fallen. Like these guys are going to have a lot of new tricks up their sleeves. So I'm curious as to what that means. The new gear looks cool. They have gear that's kind of inspired by the Iron Lords, so kind of Iron Banner-esque. They have gear that's inspired by the new Fallen sect, so kind of robotic, cyberpunk-ish. Looks like they also showed off some new Trials gear. There's a hunter that had like an Anubis or like a cat shoulder pauldron. So that looked pretty cool. The new guns, you didn't get a whole lot from it in terms of guns. A lot of people were saying they might have seen the Kostov return, which that's an interesting one to bring back considering that was your first gun in year one. I'd be okay with it if they want to bring back the Kostov. I think that'd be fun. But of course, Gjallarhorn. People noticed right away that Gjallarhorn was in the trailer, and not only was it in the trailer, but they talked about at the end, where if you pre-order it, you get Iron Gjallarhorn. So Earth, Fallen, new raid. The raid looks interesting. We only showed one brief clip from it, and I have a sneaking suspicion. A lot of people keep saying, oh, it's the final boss. I don't think so. I think this is just part of it. It might be the final boss, but I think the part they showed was just part of it. It's this giant tank thing that looked pretty beastly. So that's going to be cool. And it's going to be awesome, I think, just to do a raid on Earth. So that should be a lot of fun to do. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. I think they're doing a lot of interesting things. Like, I do feel like Rise of Iron is more of a stopgap and less of a moving forward. I think that's what is intended, because I think Destiny 2 was supposed to come out this year. They kind of already said that. So this is kind of what we're going to have until Destiny 2 is ready, which, based on trends, I think we're going to get Destiny 2 summer 2017. Maybe if we're lucky. Hopefully we won't have to wait a whole year, because Rise of Iron doesn't sound like it has nearly as much content as Taken King did, and we had to survive a year on Taken King content without any other expansions. So hopefully that's not the case with Rise of Iron. At the very least, hopefully we'll get another similar sized expansion closer to 6 months from September, so like March. But we'll see. So it'll be very interesting times in Destiny. I'm very excited for Rise of Iron. I think it's a great concept. I think there's going to be a lot of really good stuff in it. They did say Bungie is going to be at E3. I have a feeling they're going to make an appearance, and Deej did kind of tease that they're going to talk something else at E3. So if you're a Destiny fan, my suggestion, humble suggestion, keep an eye on the PlayStation conference. Bungie will probably come out on stage. They'll probably show your trailer, probably give you a few more details about Rise of Iron, and perhaps talk about the PlayStation exclusive content. Now, one thing that could be a wrinkle, and a lot of people have been kind of hypothesizing about this, is they've noticed that with Rise of Iron, Microsoft has been doing a lot of showcasing of it. They were the first ones to kind of leak some of the stuff by accident, There's already a listing on the store. They've been showing Rise of Iron trailers with the Xbox official account. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but who knows? Maybe it'll show up on Microsoft stage. I'm still guessing it's going to be Sony because that's who they've been partnering with for the past 2 years, but I'd love to be wrong. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Rise of Iron. I hope you enjoyed them. If you have any thoughts, please be sure to share them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, as well as all my other Destiny or other video game or other related videos, please be sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, as well as check us out on Twitch at BigCTV. I should be doing more gameplay videos soon of a whole bunch of different games like Overwatch, Doom, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, more Destiny, all kinds of good stuff. So be sure to check those out as well. And of course, next week is E3. I'm going to be covering it after every conference that I'm able to watch. I'm going to do a recap video that talks about what I was interested in, what I was excited about, and then you can, appreciate my thoughts on E3 stuff. So it's gonna be a really good week next week. So anyway, thank you for watching Legends of Destiny Tower Talk. My name is Chris once again. Catch you next time, Guardians.